So we are on week 13, which means we have 3 more Fridays to go. We won't have class, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, next Friday. It is
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I couldn't sleep last night, and I went and got up and sat on the couch, and I was thinking about Thanksgiving and how, you know, there's lots of different versions of Thanksgiving for people. And some people are really excited and looking forward to spending time with their families. And, maybe it's people they see all the time. They always get together, and it's just another moment to get together, and they love that. Some people never get to see their families, and it's exciting to get to see them. Some families don't get along with each other, and maybe they don't even get together, or maybe they begrudgingly get together and it's a miserable experience. Some people have lost their families. I was thinking about Linda in particular, and Miss Linda's in our Tuesday afternoon class. She's lost her husband, she lost her only son, and she has her church family, but she was really weighing heavy on my mind. So I'm going to call her and ask if I can do anything for her for Thanksgiving. I don't think she'll want to come to Blake's family's Thanksgiving, but she'll be welcome to. But I thought that I would just put that out there to y'all, to maybe, it may be y'all, and I don't realize y'all's situations where you don't have family or it's not a good experience. And so as we go through this, this week, next week, and we're saying, oh, happy Thanksgiving, and how was your Thanksgiving? And, it may not be a good experience for everybody. So it was just laid on my heart to be sensitive to that because, we kind of go through that motion. And so I know, Miss Gwen, you have lost your husband, and all holidays have to be different from there on. And so I just want us to think about that and be sensitive to what all of us experience. And sometimes we'll never know because people will put on that fake smile and say, it was great, when really they may have stayed home by themselves and ate a can of soup, So anyway, that's my little side note for today. Do y'all have anything that y'all would like to share on that note or any note? All right. Well, if you hear banging, or right now I hear a vacuum. I don't know if y'all hear it. It's kind of a humming noise on the other side of this wall. Yesterday we were cleaning out an office, and all of a sudden water just started pouring out of the ceiling. So the air conditioner people are here, and I don't know if they're vacuuming water or what they're doing, but please just forgive them for making a racket. I'm going to try to keep this door open because our air conditioner isn't on, and sometimes that will help the air flow. All right, well, let's go ahead and open and close and get ready for our working on our part 2 moves. And, we have got to the point of, y'all have to help me here because right now I'm doing a little bit of part 2 in my Monday class. Did we get to the part where we do repulse the monkey? Is that where we are here?
That's where we're ready to start doing.
You give me 2 weeks off and my brain is mush. Typically my memory is really good, but give me 2 weeks and oh gosh, I can't remember 2 weeks ago. So, and then add in another class that's doing this same thing, and I'm really thrown off. And I said the same exact thing to them on Monday. Y'all, where are we? What are we doing here? So, because they have, I think maybe we're at the same spot. We'll get to that today, and keep on practicing that. If we have no new people come in January when we start this class, which y'all may not want to continue this class. It won't hurt my feelings if y'all don't want to, but I will be sad. Maybe it will hurt my feelings. It will hurt my feelings. If I'm sad, that means my feelings are hurt. But excuse me.
When does it start in January?
When are we going to start? That's a good question. This past year, did we have it in January? We started January the 10th is when we started this year. And so if we follow that same, week, it would start January 9th. But the problem with starting that week is I start this class the same week as the Tuesday class. And that would put the Tuesday class starting on the 6th. So there's no full week of January beforehand to kind of like remind people, kind of get it going. So I'm kind of thinking that the 16th may be better. But if Samantha has already started promoting the class to start on the 6th and the 9th, then we'll just go with it. So it will either be the 9th or the 16th. And
the 16th, it sounds so much better.
The 16th it does for me too.
Yeah,
and we may just call it a session 0 week. That way, if people come, they come, and if they don't, they don't. I mean, I have to work anyway, so it's not a big deal. I just want to set people up to start in the same place. So I'm putting it on my to-do list to email Sam about January class. Because I know they ask me far in advance when the classes will be, because they're fancy. They have magazines and it goes to print and that stuff they have to know.
When is the last day for this class?
This class is set to end on December the 19th.
Okay.
So, like I said, this is week 13, so we'll have 3 more. We won't have one next week, so our last 3 will be December 5th, 12th, and 19th. And then that'll get us less than a week away from Christmas, y'all. It's wild, y'all, how we start in August, and it's like cooking our soul. It's so hot outside. And then we have Tai Chi together until December, which is 80-something degrees today. So, all right, let's get started with our warm-ups. I do need to put on my music. La música. I think our Wi-Fi got wet yesterday because it's not wanting to work this morning. We love technology. All right, good, nice, stable stance. Breathing and letting my body calm down. All the excitement of the morning and being ready to be in class today. And begin with our neck. You know, if I'm wearing pirate clothes, we have a game tonight. We're in the second round of playoffs. We play Hapeville, which I have no idea where that is. It's probably Atlanta. Doggone, y'all, this one feels so good. Taking that neck and turning it towards that shoulder. That stretch is much needed this morning. Roll our shoulders. Size of a quarter, y'all. And back, resetting our posture as we warm up those shoulder joints. If they do away with the quarter like they've done the penny, we'll have to think of a new thing to say how big our circles are. Shoulder circle. To our ball for our spine. Separating. Exhale as you push, thinking about that spine stretching. I see y'all's little bitty selves in the picture, and I thought it was me for a second there. We're in sync, all three of us. Miss Nora, you should join the party, man.
I'm in sync with you.
Oh yeah, sure you are. You sitting there eating Pop-Tarts, just watching. I know. Side to side. Just then I felt my shoulders kind of curl forward and reminded myself, or I caught it, not just reminded myself, but I caught that feeling in my shoulders and I fixed it. And that's body awareness, and that's what I want y'all to experience all day. It's just recognizing when you're not holding your body in the most stable way, and or if you are holding tension. Let it go. Fix it. To our hips. Switch sides. Appreciate just how strong those leg muscles are, holding your weight. side to side. Now for our knees. Now step out and shift. Reminding you to have loose fists. Don't clench your fist. Take your time. Remember, slow, smooth, and continuous. For our ankles. And big toe, little toe, side to side. You know what that means? It's time to turn around. Well, me, y'all don't have to turn around. Unless you want to totally test yourself. Alright. I will go through our moves of part 1, basic 6, advanced 6, and I'll just call out the names of the movements. We'll just go through this several times to kind of get in that Tai Chi mode, and then we'll switch gears to our part 2. So let's do it twice. How about that? Let me put my part 2 poster. I take this down for our Tuesday class. I don't want to get them overwhelmed looking at these. Part 1, basic 6 and advanced 6. And begin. Commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Advance 6, starting with brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch, sorry. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. And again. You should feel yourself really relaxing as you know these moves so much better than ever. Your body can relax and just move, and you're not really even thinking about what you're doing. Experiencing Jing, or that mental quietness. One more time, then we'll go to part 2. Part 1, basic 6 and advanced 6, and commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Advance 6. Brush knee. Play the loop. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. That feels like we're in Tai Chi mode now. Ready to jump into our part 2. I love that brush knee was our, bugbear, as my friend Carrie says, whenever we were doing our advanced 6, and now it's like our safety, because we know brush knee now, and we know it comes before leisurely tie the coat, which is challenging for us. So let's start with our brush knee. We go to the right. Brush knee. Now, if our body's in autopilot, we want to go play the lute. But we're here and we're in part 2, so we do leisurely tie the coat. We step back left, karate chop right, shift left as that right hand comes to our waist, follow step right, 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right, shift as I offer suddenly a pie, follow step left. Back step left, shift, that right toe pops up. I want you to think right now about any tension you may have in your shoulders. So if you've pulled those shoulders up as you zipped up the coat, or as you delivered or offered that pie, then if you've created tension in your shoulders, recognize it and let it go. Because those are those moments when tension tends to happen. When you raise those hands up, the shoulder sometimes goes with it. When you extend the arms out and up, that tension sometimes goes with it. So recognize it, let it go. We've come back, that right toe pops up, and this is where we think about a string attached or tied to our middle finger and our middle toe, because they move together as you bring that pie around. Now you're ready to deliver pie. Your 3 fingers are now on the back of your hand or your wrist. Shift as I deliver that pie. Follow step left. Now let's go to the front. Step, shift, step, hands face, open and close. Our next move is kind of a safety move too, because we know single whip. We just step back this time. So we shift right, we step back left. Again, putting ourselves in a staggered stance. Our hands are faced from open and close. We push those hands out, turn and separate. So we separate both hands just like in our single whip, but our head and eyes follow our right hand, which is opposite of the foot that steps. So that's the rule of single whip. All right, fist under elbow. We're going to shift left. We're going to turn our right toe, and our right hand comes to our hip. We shift right, and then we pivot on the left. So that gets us facing to the left. Our hand just went along for the journey, so it's facing out. We didn't do anything, it just followed the journey. We step left, and then as we shift left, we turn that left hand to face the front, and our right hand makes a fist and we follow step right, and that right fist comes up in the plane under the elbow. All right, so let's go back to our step back single whip, just to make sure we're on the same page with the fist under elbow, because we practiced it the least in comparison to tie the coat. We're coming from that step back single whip. Again, we shift left, turn right, that right hand comes to our hip. Shift right, turn left. So I just kind of pivoted on that hip, on the ball of my foot. There's no weight on this foot. All my weight is on my right foot, but it is connected to the floor. Now I'm ready to step. Step left, shift, and follow step right. And so as I shifted, my hand turned, my right hand made a fist, and here. So here's what it looks like as I'm coming at you. Here's the step back single whip. Fist under elbow, shift left, turn right. See how that kind of went together? Turn right, shift right, turn left, step left, shift, follow step. So that gets me to the end of fist under elbow. Any questions up until this point before we do go into repulse the monkey? Y'all? All right, so repulse the monkey is basically brush knees. We just do them in a circle. We do them 360 degrees. So watch me on this. I have my fist under elbow. Here's the end. To repulse the monkey, I'm going to step out and lay my hands and get ready to brush to the back. So the back is y'all. Now I want to go all the way to the front. So I'm going to step back to give myself some room. Shift. Lay my hands, get my hands ready. You see my left toe just popped up, and it's going to come around. I shift left, I bring my right foot around. I step right, shift as I brush, and follow step left. And then I brush knee to the left. So step, lay my hands, shift as I brush, and follow step left. So you see how it's basically 3 brush knees. Here's the end of fist under elbow. I brush knee to the back, and then I come and brush all the way to the front, and then I brush knee to the left. If you're looking at your poster, remember that Dr. Lamb calls it repulse left, repulse right, and a brush knee. Like he calls that last move brush knee. So don't let that confuse you, or maybe that makes sense to you. I think it's all called repulse the monkey, but I think it's 3 brush knees. It's just done to the back, all the way to the front, and then to the left. So what's tricky is your feet, okay? Let me put my pants and my socks. Not call the fashion police now. All right, so when we're at the end of fist under elbow and we're here, we step out, and that gives ourselves some space to work with, because we have to be conscious of our foot placement. If they're too close to each other, then we're more likely to fall. Now, I will say this, that this part 2 does not fall under the falls prevention study. So you may think, this pivoting around on our feet seems kind of risky. Yeah, it is. But it takes you having experienced part 1 and getting a lot stronger and able. This part 2 is not for everybody. Because yes, your feet could easily get tangled in some of these movements and be a falls risk. You think about fist under elbow, how we go from here to that, and here when I turn that toe, look down, I'm basically pigeon-toed. And then I shift right and then turn my left toe to get me in that left direction. You almost have to be light on your feet as you move those feet around in fist under elbow, but especially repulse the monkey. This is why teaching this move is so difficult, because I have to slow down to teach it to you, but it puts you in these weird positions that are really hard on your knees. So we don't want to spend too much time slowing down and getting in these positions because we don't want to hurt our knees. So I'm just giving you fair warning on this move that yes, part 2 is more challenging, but it has the expectation that you've done the work in part 1 to be strong and able to handle putting yourself in these type of positions. So if you're not ready for that, it's fine. Just watch, think about it, and get there at some point. So we're here, or don't do too much. Fist under elbow. So we step out. Lay our hands. So that's what that looks like from the front. I came from here, fist under elbow. I stepped out. And what I'm going to do is prepare. You know how we do in brush knee. Prepare, step, and shift. Follow step. So, excuse me. It is a brush knee. Fist under elbow. Step out. Lay hands. Shift right. Left foot, left hand back. Step left to the back. Shift as I push. And follow step. Alright, that seemed reasonable. That was very similar to our brush knees that we're used to in part 1. This is the tricky part because we're going from the back all the way to the front. So, in Dr. Lamb's video, if you have it or watch it, he does not step back. He goes from here and then he shifts and turns. But since I started teaching part 2, I just go ahead and teach the modification because I feel like it's the safer choice. So I step back to give myself more room as I go all the way back to the front. So I just finished brushing to the back, follow step right. So where's all my weight? On my left foot. I step back right. Now I shift. Shift right. I got confused because I'm not mirror image in teaching part 2. That left toe pops up and it's gonna turn. So if I were to look down, my feet are back to that pigeon-toed again. Then I'm gonna shift left and then pivot on my right to get me in a position to be able to easily take my right foot, step it to the front, shift, and follow step. I know I just ditched the hands because it's the feet work that's just, it's complicated. You go to the back, and if you're doing it in real time and not slowing down, it's real smooth. You step here, done. So it's your step, shift, pivot, shift, pivot, step, shift, follow step. So you're kind of swinging back and forth from one foot to the other, shifting that weight as you're light on that foot to be easy on your joints. Pivot, shift, pivot, step, shift, follow step. So you can see why slowing down hurts your knees, because you're keeping your foot in these weird positions. As you slow down, it's harder on that joint. But when you do it in real time, you're a lot lighter on your feet. Step, shift, shift, pivot, step, shift, follow step. All right, back to fist under elbow. So we step out, lay hands. Shift, separate, prepare. Step left to the back, shift as I brush, and follow step right. All right, we want to go all the way back to the front. So we step back right to give ourselves room. Shift right. Watch what our hands do. We're here. We lay our hands, right? We get in that position. Turn that left toe. When we shift that left toe, that right hand comes to the right hip as it prepares for this hand to brush all the way to the front. So we step right, shift, brush that right hand, left hand, sorry, and follow step left. And then to finish it off, that brush knee to the left. Step left, lay our hands, shift, and follow step. So I think when you think of it as brush knee, it's easier. What I can give you permission to do is always modify. And so that may be that turning your toes in, pivoting on those feet, being light on your feet. That may be difficult for you. So here's a modification that you can do. If you're comfortable with that upper body, where you're coming from fist under elbow, and you know you're brushing to the back, and you know you're brushing to the front, and then you're brushing to the left. Did you see what I did with my feet? I just sat there and shuffled my feet. So let me do it again and I'll show you my feet. I'm here at the end of fist under elbow. I lay in my hands. I'm doing all the right things with my hands, but with my feet I'm just shuffling. Hold on a sec. I signed the top one because I didn't know if I had to sign it. Love you. All right, so that's my husband.
You got a picture.
Oh, you didn't see him? I thought he was in the picture.
Well, we saw him, but it was so quick.
Well, I knew he was coming by, so I had those papers ready to give him. I forgot to leave him at home this morning, so I asked him if he would come by and pick them up. Patrick's moving out of the dorms, and so we're having to cancel that stuff. And I don't understand, y'all, how he is 21 years old, and like we have to still sign stuff like as his parents. And I know we're his parents, but at what point are they like on their own? Anyway, I digress. That's what that paper's for.
It's gonna be there before you know it.
I
You're
know.
gonna miss signing.
No, I'm not. And let me just tell y'all right quick why. These children make messes, lots of messes, and they don't clean up after themselves. And this morning I got up when my kitchen was a mess. Patrick left his supper plate still on the bar. He just ate and just walked away, I guess. He had opened some packaging with scissors. The packaging is there. The scissors are there. What was in the package was there. And I'm just sitting here like, then I go to get water. I keep a jug of water. No, he drank it all. He didn't think it was a good idea to put one back in the refrigerator. So like, they can get on their own a little bit faster if they're going to come in my house and make messes. So there, I won't miss that. I'm getting old. You know how old people get set in their ways And now they get used to their house being just so, and then somebody comes in and just like, and you're like, whoa, 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 this isn't how we do things here.
That's my granddaughter. So I know.
His daddy will be, I told Blake, because Blake is nice. He's a lot nicer than me. I said, don't you dare clean up after him. I said, you make him clean it up. I bet you $1,000,000 he cleaned it up for Patrick. But I had to go to the gym, so I couldn't be there for it. And I'm not mean enough to pull his tail out of the bed. That's what I really wanted to do. All right, I digress, y'all. I love my kid, but he can't come in my house making messes and thinking I am the one that's supposed to clean them up. I didn't do it when he was little, and I ain't doing it now. He's just out of practice, I guess. All right, so what I'll give you permission to do is shuffle your feet, if that's easier for right now. And then later, really hone the pivots and stuff of your feet. But if you just get that general direction down, then I think your feet will have an easier time. If you're struggling with it now, to go from fist under elbow to, and I'm just shuffling my feet as I brush to the back, and I'm probably shuffling them more than necessary. And then I'm going to the front here, and then I'm going to the side here. But just getting that idea of ending that fist under elbow, brush to the back, brush to the front, and brush to the side. And we'll work on this more next week, but let's just finish it off because we already know our next move of leisurely tie the coat. We just haven't done it this way. We've only done it that way. And we leisurely tie the coat 4 times in part 2. So as challenging as it is now, we'll get it because we'll get practice in it. So we just finished that final brush knee of Repulse the Monkey. Now we're going to leisurely tie the coat. This time we step right, karate chop left. Shift right, follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step left, shift and offer, follow step right. Step back right, shift, that left foot pops up, and we bring that pie around. 3 fingers on the back of our wrist. Shift as I deliver, follow step right into the front. Step, shift, step, hands face, open and close. Are we done with part 2? No, we're not done with part 2. That is the half of it. So we went all the way down and we just opened and closed. Now what do? We go back to the top and start all over. So now, and just to push you through it, we just finished leisurely tie the coat. We came back to the front, open and close. I got to move because we're going that way. Brush knee to the left. Brush knee, we know that. We just did leisurely tie the coat to the left. So step back right, karate chop left, shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up, step left, shift and offer, follow step right, step back right, shift, that left toe pops up, we bring the pie around, shift left as I deliver, follow step right to the front, step, shift, step, hands face, open and close, step back single whip, shift left, step back right, push, turn and separate, eyes follow that left hand, fist under elbow, shift right, turn left, shift left, turn right, step right, shift, follow step, fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. Step out, lay hands. Separate, prepare. Step to the back and brush. Follow step left. Step back left. Bring it all around and brush to the front. Finish strong, brush to the right. Now we're back to our leisurely tie the coat. Let me move back. This takes a lot of space. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. Step right, shift as I offer. Follow step left, step back left, shift, bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver to the front. Open and close. Close it out. That's part 2, y'all. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
But hey, what a challenge. What else do we have to do? It sure ain't cleaning up after 21-year-olds. So, it's not what we're doing. Okay, let's cool down. Unless y'all have any specific questions. I mean, the main thing is we're going to go through this and keep practicing, and y'all know what it's like. The more practice you get, the better it gets, the easier it gets. You find your challenges and you work on them. But in the beginning, you just have it all out there, and you're like, whew, it's a lot. Part 2's a lot. But I love it. It's like a dance. So anything in particular y'all have questions on before we cool down? All right. Well, good. Well, maybe I did a good job with explaining it. It is, to me, the hardest move to teach is that repulse the monkey, because it's hard to slow it down, and it's in a big circle.
We'll get there.
We will. I have faith in us. I know when you first learn these moves, you're like, I'm never going to learn all that. And it's amazing whenever you get it. And it's a lot of fun. All right, gather tension. And y'all don't keep tension. Let that tension go. Gather and release. Gather and release. One more. Gather and release. Big shoulder circle. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. We have our right fist representing our strength, our left hand, our fingers together, our friendship, our thumb in is our humility. We put those together in mutual respect. Namaste.
Namaste. My tablet is getting ready to cut off, so
all right, Miss Ken.
Y'all have a great week. Love y'all.
Love you. See you next Friday.
Okay,
no, 2 weeks. Friday. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yes.
Happy holiday. Happy holiday.
You too.
Okay.
All right. Love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all let me know if you need me, okay?
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.